What's up, guys? Welcome to Chloe Hugs Books. We're over here. I'll let you fill out the rest. Where we hug books. Anyways, my book huggers, what's up? What's been going on? Alright, before I start the video, I should just say much for all the love and the support and just the great feels, you know, just welcoming a newbie into Booktube. It's definitely a different experience for what I was expecting coming onto Booktube, and you know what, I'll make a video on that a little bit later. But I just want to say thank you guys for just the support and the love, and it's just so overwhelming, and I'm just so grateful to have you guys, you know. But anyways, today I have a special announcement as well as a TBR, so stay tuned for that. Okay guys, it's been long waiting, the special announcement I have, so drum roll please. Black excellence, melanin magic, black magic, all that good stuff. Not just black, but people of color in general. Always have to keep that in mind. But next month, February, I'm participating in Blackathon, and I am so excited. Okay. Oh, I should give you guys a little bit of information about what Blackathon is about. Okay, so Blackathon is a readathon hosted in the month of February. It is going to be hosted by Lauren from the Novel Lush, as well as Jessie from Bow Ties and Books. And I know the other one, oh my gosh, it's another host and I forgot. You know what, it's not coming to me right now, but I'll get all their information and link it down below, so you just go check out their videos, because they're just amazing booktubers. They're just amazing booktubers of color. And you know what, next month, February, is Black History Month, okay? So like, come on, give it up, okay? And I just feel like this event is just so exciting because we're reading black literature, we're reading books with black main characters and by black authors, and I just feel like that's so wonderful. So I'm so excited. Now, that's not all, okay? Alright, we got more good news on the way. Your girl is also participating in Booktube games. Yes, I'm participating in the Booktube games hosted by Mayona from Mayona Reads, as well. I think there's like 6 other, no, but I'll link everything in the description down below. So if you guys want to check it out and check out their videos, just go in the description down below, okay? I'm so excited. And alright, so the Booktube games is a readathon for the whole month of February. And basically, it's a competition between 4 teams to see which team reads the most books, and it also is divided into challenges within the month. So yes, if you complete those challenges, it can double the amount of pages for the books that you already read, so you'll get more pages. Yeah, it's just so fun. Oh yeah, you know, I gotta give a shout out, Team DERRY Maine. You already know that's the team I'm on. Yeah, there's Camp Half-Blood, Team DERRY, Hogwarts, and Keter Dam. So yeah, that's pretty fun. What can I say? Let the games begin. Okay. Alright, so yeah, that's it for the announcements. I'm participating in Blackathon, and I'm participating in the Booktube games. So okay, now without further ado, I'll be doing my TBR for both of these events. Now, with the Booktube gang, there's a challenge that if you do a Blackathon, you'll get double the amount of points because you're participating in other things. So my Blackathon TBR is basically gonna be my The Book Games TBR too for February, with an additional books. Like I have like 2 other books that I'm gonna read anyways, but yeah, you already know the vibe. So let's get into my February TBR. Okay, first up on my February TBR is Toni Morrison's God Help the Child. Okay, so for Blackathon, there's like different challenges that you complete. Like this one, I think is like, all right, one of the challenges is you can pick a book with a romance in it, with a person of color, but like a romance book or whatever, or you couldn't choose a book, just any work by a Black author. So I don't know, I think this book has romance in it. I'm honestly not sure, but I think it does have a little bit of romance in it. So, and if not, if it doesn't, I'll just count it into a book, any work by a Black author. So yeah, it's God Help the Child by Toni Morrison. I honestly do not know what this book is about. Maybe I should have checked Goodreads before jumping on this, but you know me, I'm unorganized, and that's just how we roll over here in this channel. Like, I do not plan anything out, I just wing it, okay? Right, I know that's not gonna help me in life, but I just wing it. So I do not know what this book is about, but I know it's by Toni Morrison, and I know she writes classics, so Black literary classics. So I just had to pick this book up, but I think it's just about a woman who's basically trying to find herself, I believe, and I guess she's let a man that she's been with like control her for a while, and I guess she's just trying to accept herself and grow into the beautiful Black woman that I think she is. I'm totally improvising right now, but like I honestly think this is what this is about. Like I'm looking at the back of the book, the blurb, and it sounds similar to that. So yeah, I think this will be a good read. It will be a good read. I heard a lot of things about Toni Morrison, and yeah, I originally wanted to pick up, I went to the library wanting to pick up Toni Morrison's The Bluest Eye, but I couldn't find it, so I just picked this one up instead anyway. So okay, next book on this TBR is The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo. I hope I said her last name. Acevedo. Okay, within Blackathon, oh yeah, this is another book for Blackathon. One of the challenges is to read the group book, which is The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo. So I picked this up from the library, and basically this book, her name is Xiomara, and basically she's a young woman of color, and she wants to express her love for written poetry, spoken word poetry in general. And she comes from a family that's very strict and set in their religious ways, and they don't really approve of the main character doing poetry. So yeah, this is a fun read, and yeah, I feel like this would be a good read because I like slam poetry a lot. Like I went through this whole phase from 13 up into 16 years old where I was obsessed with slam poetry, and I've always wanted to like get up there and do slam poetry. I never did though. I still write, but I don't really express it. I don't go to open mics and stuff like that. I'm just very shy, but I feel like I'll enjoy this book a lot. Okay, a lot. I feel like I'll enjoy this book a lot because like I said, like I like poetry and stuff like that. And yeah, I feel like I'll enjoy this book more in audiobook for some reason. I don't know, because like when there's poetry involved, I don't like to read it, I like to hear it. So I feel like maybe if I got this on Audible or audiobook form, that I'll like this more. But yeah, The Poet's Ex. Okay, next book on this February TBR is Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. I honestly do not know what this book is about, but I'm guessing it's about this girl named Moon Girl, and her companion is a dinosaur, maybe? I don't know. But for Blackathon, one of the challenges was to read a graphic novel featuring a black main character. So I picked this up. It looks really interesting. I feel like this will be a fun read. I don't want to say never, but I don't really read graphic novels like that, and I don't really dip my toes into them, so this is a perfect opportunity for me to get into some graphic novels. And I think this will be a fun, quick read, and it'll be great. I feel like I'll get a good laugh out of this one. I feel like I'll get a good laugh out of this book, so yeah. Oh, and it's Marvel, so yeah. Next book on my February TBR is The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. I've told you guys a little bit about this book in my last video, which was the book haul. And yeah, The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas is a book about the main character Star, and she witnesses her best friend being murdered by the police, and basically she takes action, you know, just activist vibes and just great stuff. I'm not sure if this fits in one of the challenges for Blackathon, but I was like, I just had to incorporate this book in here because, like, what other time to read a book featuring a black main character talking about black rights and activism and stuff like that than February, Black History Month. So yeah, this is on my TBR for February. Next book on my February TBR is Becoming by Michelle Obama. I talked about this book on my last video as well, and basically this book is written by Michelle Obama, and it's just goes into her life, her early adult life leading up into her success. And yeah, I can't wait to read this book. Hopefully I get to do a couple of buddy reads with this book, so I'm excited for that. Oh yeah, I want to do a couple of buddy reads with Becoming by Michelle Obama, and I want to do a buddy read with The Poet X, so hopefully that happens. The next book on my TBR is The Witch Doesn't Burn in This One, by Amanda Lovelace. This is a poetry collection by Amanda Lovelace. This is the second installment. I don't want to say it's a series, but in her collection there's one before this one that came out. It's called The Princess Saves Herself in this one, and I completely just skipped over the book and just got this one, The Witch Doesn't Burn herself in this one. Oh, wait, The Witch Doesn't Burn in this one. Okay. It's a really short poetry collection. It's really nice. I love the writing in Amanda Lovelace's stuff. Like, I follow her on Instagram. I just see snippets and like pictures of the books, and I look through it. Like, I'm looking through it. I just love the format, and you know, like, I just love the format. Like, look at this. Like, you don't see stuff like this in normal poetry books, you know? You just see the simple, but like, I just love the format in this, and I hope to, you know, get a lot of interesting quotes from here and stuff like that. I can hang up, put on my wall. Because the vibe of this, I feel like this talks about women just dealing with the stresses of life, feel me? And it's just like the vibes I get from this book, like us women being resilient, you know, we deal with the BS of life given to us by men in society. And you know what? I like the back of this book. It says, "Burn whoever tries to burn you." I like that. Okay, next book on this TBR is Final Girls by Riley Sager. I really don't know too much what this book is about, but it is a thriller. I know that. I think it's about a group of people, like they witness a murder or something like that. I know there's a murder involved, and basically they live their lives and then come back for college, and I guess they're being hunted or like they're being targeted for this murder. Like, oh, guys, I'm really bad at explaining books, okay? Like, all right. I know this is a thriller. I picked this up because Megan from Head Over Books asked me to do a buddy read with her, and of course I jumped at it and it's like yes, yes, yes. So I'm doing a buddy read with Megan, and as well I'm doing a buddy read with Tina from Satina Loves to Read. And yeah, so this is gonna be a fun read. I feel like I love thrillers, and you know, I don't know, I feel like with thrillers, like I love it so much because I could just get engulfed in the book so quickly. Like thrillers are very fast-paced, okay? I love fast-paced books. I just love that aspect. So I'm really excited to get into this book. So yeah. Next on this February TBR is The Sacrifice Box by Martin Stewart. And I do not know what this book is about. I get the vibes that it's a horror book or a thriller. Yeah, it gives me psychological thriller vibes. Yeah, I don't know, I picked it up at the library because it looked interesting and it looks kind of dense, because you know your girl needs to read dense books this month for the Booktube game, so we could get those pages, honey. So yeah, it was interesting, so I picked it up. It seemed like a horror book, you know, I'm into that stuff, so I was like, okay. But yeah, The Sacrifice Box by Martin Stewart. Hey guys, last book on this February TBR is Out of My Mind by Sharon M. Draper. This book is about a little girl, and she's different from everyone else. I believe she's autistic. I could be wrong, but I looked this up on Goodreads and I believe she's autistic, and she's just different from her classmates. And basically it goes into her life and how her parents and how she just goes to school with people that are normal, or you know, stuff like that, the neurotypical people. But I guess she just stands up for herself basically, and yeah, she stands up for herself. And I picked this book up because one of the challenges for Blackathon is to get a book with a neurodivergent main character, of color, of course. So I was like, okay, well, I had to get this book because Melody, that's the main character's name, Melody, I believe, like I said before, I believe she's autistic. I don't know, she's special though. She's special in a way, not special like special, but like special like she's different, and she's just such a smart girl. So I'm very excited to actually read this. I love Sharon M. Draper's work. My 6th grade teacher actually put me on to Miss Draper's work, and I read Tears of a Tiger by her, and what's that other book? Tears of a Tiger, and I do not know what it is. Forged by Fire. I read Forged by Fire by Sharon M. Draper, and those were 2 really good books. Sharon M. Draper writes a lot of really good urban fiction, and I just loved it. Like, she's the reason why I got into urban fiction. So yeah. Anyways guys, if you stuck around, thank you. If you didn't, I hope you come back. But thank you guys for having me today, for watching me. I hope you guys enjoyed this TBR and these announcements. Definitely throughout the whole month of February, I'll be keeping you guys posted on my progress with Blackathon and the Booktube games. So yeah, remember guys, always hug a book, and I'll see you next time.